This is obviously such a huge honor, but more than anything, it's a huge shift in responsibility, and I think we should find a good way to celebrate. What's up, guys, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. If you are new here, hey, what's up? My name's Danny, and welcome to the first official video being filmed in 2022. I'm so happy that you decided to click on this today. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. The previous video on my channel is my last few days of 2021, and as promised, I wanted to pick up my camera again and vlog my first few days of 2022. Full disclosure, today is January 2nd. I would have started this vlog off yesterday if I did literally anything productive, but if we're being totally honest, I was very hungover. I spent all day in my bed. When I wasn't in my bed, I was on my couch eating Shake Shack, and that's how I spent the top of 2022. Right now, Madeline and I are about to head out for the West Side Highway. We're gonna play a few rounds of tennis, assuming that there isn't a super long line, and it's gonna be fun. I was about to say, what would you have done if it was locked?
Watch this back to it, right? Danielle hit literally four balls into the highway. It was two balls. One into the highway, one into the hot tub. Hey everyone! Welcome to my tennis lesson. I'm your instructor.
I don't know where I'm going isn't far, but in case I go, no need to be stressed. Gotta take it home, get there. I really miss the shade of blue. Just take it slow. I went to find love, better hear the call again. For now I will feel the ocean view, and I pray that it won't be over soon.
Growing up means that the most amazing feeling in the entire world is a spotless apartment. After getting back from playing tennis and doing grocery shopping, I just made it my mission to clean this entire apartment top to bottom, and it is perfect. Everything from our seating area to the kitchen is absolutely spotless. Lit a candle for good measure, and I finally threw out a lot of excess stuff that I had up here in my snack cabinet. And this is the way that I want to go into the new year. On my walk back from the grocery store, I passed what I guess I'll call a piece of graffiti, and it left me in shock. I mean, you guys can take a look for yourselves, but if that is not a sign, I don't know what is. So of course, right when I saw it, I took a picture and I posted it on my Instagram story. And so many of you guys responded just being like, that's actually crazy. But my friend Emily, who I was with earlier, responded back to my story, and she was like, this better go on the 2022 vision board, which then reminded me that it is about time for me to change my phone background to a different vision board. For those of you who have not been subscribed to me since this time last year, you wouldn't know that I created a 2021 vision board, and it came out absolutely beautiful, and I made it my phone background. And since then I have not changed it. It's been sticking around for a full 365 days, but now that it's 2022, we have new goals and new ambitions, so we might as well make a vision board to reflect that. It's kind of crazy when I look at my vision board for 2021 and I realize that a lot of the things that I tried to represent using these photos actually ended up happening. The main one obviously is moving to New York. That was the biggest goal of mine for 2021, and we can consider that done, but I am just so excited to make another one because I definitely find them to be super effective. Of course, the thing is, when it comes to making vision boards, just because you put them on a board or you put them as your phone background doesn't mean that the work is done. Like, it's not just gonna magically happen overnight, but it is really nice to be able to visualize the things that you want and always have a very clear picture of things that you're working towards. So the first thing that I always like to do before making one of these vision boards is create a list of all of the things that I want to accomplish in this next year. These aren't necessarily resolutions because they're a lot more specific than resolutions are. A lot of these goals that I have written down are tied to very specific numbers or very specific dates, which I think, at least for me personally, makes things feel a little bit more tangible. I don't know if it works that way for everybody, but it definitely works that way for me. And right now I have a list of 18 things that I want to accomplish in 2022. So then the next thing that I like to do after making that list is go to Pinterest and find photos that represent each of the goals on my list. The pictures don't even really have to speak for themselves, because as long as I understand what they're meant to represent, that's really all that matters. So I created a Pinterest board with tons and tons of photos, and that is titled 2022. So once I gather together all of my photos, which I have now done, I jump into Google Docs. Or not Google Docs, Google Slides. And now's the part that we get to have a little bit more fun. I'm first gonna drag all of the photos that I saved on Pinterest over to my desktop and import them into Google Slides. And then I'll take some time to rearrange them in a way that makes sense for me and that I think looks kind of pretty. It's an added bonus if all the photos that you choose follow a similar color scheme, because it makes it flow a little bit nicer, but that's an added step. You don't have to put that much effort into it, but since my vision board is going to be living on my phone screen for the foreseeable future, I would like it to look kind of pretty. This normally takes me around 15 minutes to do, and once I'm done, I'm kind of obsessed with it to the point where I make it my phone background, and I'll also post it on Instagram. Happy Monday, everybody. Today is January 3rd, which is also the day that most people are returning back to office after the holidays. I know that the week between Christmas and New Year's is a really, really popular week for people to take off work. So right now people are returning back to office for the first time in like 10 days, which is kind of crazy. For one reason or another, my office decided to give us off today, which was so nice because we have one extra day to kind of get our shit together and recuperate before having to get back to work. So I'm trying to use today to my advantage and really just do all of the things that I still need to do before I'm going to be consumed by work for the next 4 days. So I just finished getting ready for the day. It may or may not be snowing. I would know if we had any real access to the outside world from our apartment, but we in fact do not. So I'm gonna head up to the roof to check on the weather. Also, I haven't been up there in a little bit, so figured might as well. And then we're gonna walk over to the Lower East Side because I finally finished a disposable camera that I've had for, I kid you not, over a year. Amanda, for Christmas last year, got us all disposable cameras, and I was like, oh, perfect, this will last me like a month. I'll finish it up and get a new one. And it has been a full 365 days plus. So I'm so happy that I finally finished it. It's actually gonna be really fun to see a full year's worth of photos on one camera, and I'm pretty sure the place I'm going to has a really quick turnaround time. So crossing my fingers. It is very chilly outside, and I'm about to head out for a very long walk, so I wanted to bundle up. I am wearing quite a few layers underneath this sweatshirt, and then I threw on my new Super Puff from Aritzia. My jeans are from Zara, and then I'm just wearing my mid-top Nikes that I'm hoping will be fine. Again, I don't know how much snow is on the ground, if any, but I'm hoping that these will be okay. And then I just threw on this hat from We Can't Drive. Okay, so no, it is not snowing, but yes, it is absolutely freezing, so I'm happy I wore what I did. Let's head out.
It's been months since I've been up and over, makes me so forgettable and struggling to comprehend what's taking up my peace.
Alright, I went and dropped off that camera, and they said that they should be able to get the photos to me in less than 24 hours. We'll see if that ends up happening, but I'm super excited to see them. And now I walked over to Soho, and I think I'm gonna try and go see if I can go to Ruby's and maybe just sit down and eat some fries, because those are my favorite fries in the city, and I'm craving them right now.
I'm blinded by all the neon silent eyes. Oh, I'm not someone to say goodbye.
I'm so happy that I ended up going to Ruby's. Those fries are just absolutely unbeatable. I'm obsessed with them. And my waiter was so nice, he gave me my coffee for free. But I was sitting next to probably the most awkward first date I have ever heard of or experienced in my life. I mean, the guy was doing all the talking, the girl didn't say a word. I was getting secondhand embarrassment.
and he was just so anxious. I could tell. I felt really, really bad, but they ended up leaving really quickly. He paid and he didn't even eat anything. It was very odd. So anyway, now that I'm done, I'm just gonna walk around for a little bit before going home because I have nothing else to do, so I might as well just kill some time.
I can honestly say that this is one of the first times in a while that I have gone out for a long walk and run a whole bunch of errands without making any unnecessary purchases. I feel like anytime I leave this apartment, I always end up buying something that's unnecessary, whether it be something that I bought from like Zara or it's a coffee that I didn't need. Regardless, it always seems to happen, and I know I'm not alone in this. This is something that everybody talks about when you live in New York, and I'm very proud of myself. I went out with one main intention today. It was to get that film developed, and then obviously it was lunchtime. I needed to eat, so I got a little bit of food, and I even saved money because he gave me my coffee for free. I'm feeling very good about it because New York is expensive, so any room that I can find to like save money is a win to me. Okay, I'm sorry to bring it up again, but I honestly cannot get over how awkward that first date was. And when I was sitting there, I realized that it's been a really long time since I've been on a date. It's been like 2 months, and I feel like I'm ready. Like, I feel like I gotta do it. January is a really busy month because I'm booked pretty much every single week, so I feel like it's not gonna happen until February. But then February is Valentine's Day, so that feels really weird. So maybe March.
It's only 5 p.m. It's only 6 p.m.
I'm sitting here thinking it's like 8 o'clock. That's why I'm thinking about dinner. I can't even believe I'm saying this, but not even 6 hours after dropping off that camera, I just received all of my film back, and the photos look so good, guys. I'm actually in shock. And you know what? It was totally unintentional and probably not ideal to keep one disposable camera for an entire year, but I kind of like the sentiment of it, and I love the idea of getting all these photos back and seeing pictures that I took back in February that I totally forgot about. I just posted a whole bunch of them on Instagram, and you guys are also freaking out because the quality is that good. I will only be going there from now on. It was the first place that I ever tried in New York to get my pictures developed, and I will not be trying anywhere else because this is too good of a deal to pass.
Everyone's talking, but all I remember was the day that your heart was.
Happy Tuesday, everybody. We are back to reality, back to the 9-to-5 work week, and currently it is 7:30 almost, and I just wrapped up my day. So we are back at it with very, very busy days, but today was pretty special. I was actually planning on ending off this vlog yesterday, but little did I know what was gonna happen today, so I'm happy that I didn't. I had a team meeting today around 1 p.m., and in that team meeting, they announced that I have officially been promoted, which is so exciting. After a year of working my current role, after a year of working at this company, I have officially been promoted to a manager role. This is obviously such a huge honor, but more than anything, it's a huge shift in responsibility, and I am obviously a little bit nervous, but very excited nonetheless, and just so grateful that my team knows that I can handle this amount of responsibility being shifted over, and I'm just really excited and obviously feeling super grateful. And I had to tell you guys because I've taken you along throughout the entire process of me having this job, so it only felt right. I announced it earlier on Instagram, which is reason enough for you guys to follow me over there because I give you all of my life updates over there first before doing it on YouTube, and you guys are being so nice. My DMs have been exploding literally all afternoon with just your kindest messages, so I just wanted to say thank you. I don't know how much I can really share about this role because at the end of the day, I do want to keep my work life and my YouTube life very separate. But like I said, this is a pretty big shift in responsibility. I'm going to be taking on quite a few more clients, and like I said, it's a manager role, so that alone feels like it holds a bit more weight. But regardless, this is a big accomplishment for me. We're kicking off 2022 on a very, very high note, and I think we should find a good way to celebrate. But on that note, I'm gonna end off this video officially. Thank you guys so much for watching to the end. If you did, you got to hear my big announcement, and let me know something big that you're working towards right now, because this was definitely one for me, and I'll talk to you very soon in my next video. Bye!